The crew worldwide, from Cali to Twitter, real hardcore fans, boxing ass niggas, consistency cops, police the views, we'll pull up receipts for any debate you choose. Shout outs to Clan Archie for the dope production. Ring gang stay with the best discussions. Ring Gang Radio.
And then we got one more final card for this weekend, and this is another card that I and LB have been looking forward to. On DAZN, we have a pair of World Boxing Super Series Finals fights. The first one would be at 140, the 140 tournament. Ivan Baranchyk, the IBF 140 champion, versus Josh Taylor. Now, this fight had been on and off for various reasons because the Super Series has been having some issues here and there, either money issues or whatever. And Baranchyk was threatening to pull out of the tournament, and then to the point where this was the first fight announced in the second round that had a location. And for months, it would be like, is Baranchyk is he gonna fight? Is he gonna fight? Is he gonna pull out? And then finally, Baranchyk was like, you know what? Okay, fuck it. I think it took the threat of the IBF stripping him to keep his ass in the tournament. And I think it's because Super Series won the bid. I think that's part of I think that was the explanation that was given. So if Baranchyk decided to renege on that bid, then he would get stripped, and then it would be Josh Taylor versus one of the alternates, which would be kind of anticlimactic. So
and then it's like, why give up an opportunity to solidify your championship?
Right. It's just like, I guess it's the business. You want your paycheck, you want your money or whatever. But I guess Baranchyk, he wanted to be champion more than he wanted to get to anything else. So, which is admirable. So it's good though, I'd say, because Baranchyk versus Josh Taylor, who put on a hell of a performance in the first round against Ryan Martin in almost one-sided fashion. So one-sided, it was disappointed it was one-sided. And then, of course, Taylor, he also, before the tournament, he fought Victor Postol in a surprisingly great fight. It was competitive, and he was actually pushed harder than he had actually been before. So he'll be going for his first title in this tournament. LB, what are your thoughts?
I think it's a good ass fucking fight. You got a boxer puncher against I would say a pressure swarmer in Baranchyk.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get a real good clash of styles. Me personally, I feel like Taylor's gonna do enough to edge it out. I think he might even get a knockdown. Because he has power, he has defense, he's real athletic, he's physically strong. He throws punches from different angles, so he keeps you honest. And, that's a good approach when you're fighting a pressure fighter, because a lot of those guys, they're lineal fighters. Mm-hmm. So, if you hit them with shots that they don't see, you walk them into something, you could control how they react to certain shit. You just pile up your points and work. So it's a real good matchup. Real good matchup. I'm thinking we're gonna get like a good 12-round fight.
Yeah, I think Baranchyk is. I think I've seen pictures of him. He looks like he's in super condition, like super soldier condition, man. It's like he looks like he's ready for this shit. I mean, he's not a slouch with the power. I mean, he's 19-0 with 12 KOs, and Taylor's 14-0 with 12 KOs. So I mean, they both can whack pretty hard. And it's just like I think we're gonna get interesting style clash. Like on paper, this is like a fight of the year caliber type of fight. It's like we just have to hope that it delivers as such in the ring. Obviously, if it's one-sided for either or, that would be a heavy statement. Because the winner of that fight will go face the winner of it would face Prograis. There is no other Prograis who managed to beat Relic a couple weeks ago to claim his first world title. So yeah, I definitely have high hopes for this fight actually playing out in a way that it should. And then we have the other significant World Boxing Super Series semifinals fight for bantamweights. We have Emmanuel Rodriguez, the IBF bantamweight champion, that will be facing Monster Inoue, the WBA regular quote-unquote bantamweight champion. I know, LB is a fan of Monster. How do you see this fight going?
Oh, bruh. Like, I've been waiting for this one. Monster, I think by maybe 7th round KO. I feel like he's a pound for pound star. He's easily pound for pound top 10. You probably have him around number 7 or whatnot. Rodriguez is a good solid fighter. He's strong, got power, he got some speed. But the Monster is just the Monster. I've been high on this dude for a long time. Back when a lot of niggas was talking shit about Chocolatito didn't deserve to be pound for pound number 1. It was Monster on them undercards that was putting in work. And a lot of niggas, everybody on some, I don't watch the little guys, but y'all boxing fans. Yeah, the little guys been putting in fucking work. So get off your fucking high horse.
Yeah, I will say there's just the little, like, probably the best thing that happened to American television, and probably the last really great thing that HBO did was televised more of the lighter weight fights, sub 118, in 118 stuff, I guess. And because, like I said, because now it's the little guys, it's especially specifically 115. That's just been absolutely just killing shit boxing wise with their fights. I mean, and I think it probably honestly most of the reason because politics doesn't really exist in those divisions because frankly everyone is trying to fight. It's like you gotta fight that you literally gotta fight to get some attention in that division, and doing so the best fights get made most of the time. And they carry up to, of course, now with this 118 tournament right now, where all but one of the champions had actually participated in this tournament. And Rodriguez, like I said, he had a Fight of the Year caliber fight with Jason Maloney in Orlando, around LB's area too. And now and I remember too, I told LB to go to that card too, because
nigga, don't say nigga, that's LB State. It's Lauderdale boss, not Orlando boss. Like it ain't near me, nigga. Like you say, motherfuckers gonna be like, damn. So I was in Tampa. I ain't see the GOAT artist. I ain't see Shutterworth. Y'all niggas say this near him. Like nah. South Florida, man. But y'all niggas need to get some shit in South Florida, man. Yeah. Central Florida's cool. I know that's the go-to places for y'all motherfuckers. But yeah, fights exist. Palm Beach and lower. Like, come on. Like, yeah. Back to the scheduled programming.
So yeah, Rodriguez had, that was a Fight of the Year caliber fight, and it was excellent. Rodriguez, was a tough, proved to be a really tough guy. So it's just like, and obviously Rodriguez has a 0. Now, Inoue had been knocking some of these cats out cold, like cats that had never been knocked out before. He's been laying them out. I think his last 2 fights, if I'm not mistaken, the last 3 fights. 3 fights of fighters he has that have never been stopped before, and they're getting stopped. 2 of them, of course, within 1 round. Oh, wait a minute. No, there's another one. No, that's 4 in a row. I'm actually going through BoxRec right now just to see how many fighters he has stopped that have never been stopped before. That's 5 in a row. Oh my God, yeah. So let's see. And okay, let's go now.
The Monster, I'm telling you.
Now going back to 2006. Whoa, that's 6 in a row. This is 6 in a row. People who had never been stopped before that were stopped by this dude. Let's try this one. I have no idea who he is. 7 in a row. Yes. It's not looking too good for Rodriguez. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So it stopped at 7 because David Carmona is the last person to extend him the distance, and this was 2016. But he's KO'd every single one, and all the opponents that he's KO'd since then, they were never stopped before. There was someone who stopped after that, but they were never stopped before they faced Monster. So the odds are not in favor of Rodriguez in this one. You know,
and this gonna just bolster Monster resume. Like, you know, it's another one. You know, easily pound for pound, but y'all don't want to recognize it. You know what I mean,
no, I will say this though. Like, I mean, if he gets this, I mean, if he knocks this dude out in one round, I mean, it's gonna send a huge statement, particularly in the next round, because it will set up what will most likely be a legacy fight, you know, between him and Nonito Donaire, you know, which would be for two of the belts, because I think the WBA belts would be unified as well, and then it would be the IBF belt. Unfortunately, the WBO belt, which would be an occasion, is held by Zlani Tete, who days before his fight with Donaire suffered a shoulder injury. So we don't know whether or not Donaire will actually fit in a title defense against Tete before he goes and faces the winner of Rodriguez and Monster. Hey, if he does it, like, more power to him. I just probably don't see it. It's probably not likely. But
yeah, I wouldn't even do it. Just get the Monster fight, you know, or the winner, you know, because, you know, we don't want to, you know, anything could happen. This is boxing. You know, Rodriguez could clip Monster, you know, right. But I don't think that's gonna happen.
Right, and because, I mean, with Monster did miss his chance at a legacy fight. Not his fault against Chocolatito, as LB mentioned before. The talks were before Chocolatito took his L's against Sorongusai, which completely fucked a whole lot of things up. You know, and just like before there was rumblings, because you see the pictures, like, oh yeah, Chocolatito, because Chocolatito went up to 115 and Monster was at 115, and like, oh, you wanted them to get it in at some point. You know, but like I said, Chocolatito getting upset like he did, and then subsequently kind of killed that fight. No, I mean,
stars just weren't aligned for it, like, you know.
Yeah, and unfortunately, even if Chocolatito does fight Monster now, I think it's lost a lot of his lessons, because we think Chocolatito now is starting to really show the effects of the type of fights he's had. He's declining. He's not.
And in the way, you know, the bodying cats, I don't even want to see him body Chocolatito. Like, I'm good. Like,
right. So
yeah, that fight's done.
Yeah, but now Monster has a chance to body someone has a higher profile and is a future Hall of Famer in Nonito Donaire, should he pull this off. You know, like I said, because Donaire and Monster will be in a highly anticipated fight, because Donaire's enjoyed his little resurgence right now after dropping back to 118. And although Donaire has been KO'd before, you know, it depends if, you know, it took a thing.
Yeah, but it'd probably be the highest Asian profile championship level boxing fight in
a minute.
Yeah. I was about to say, like, ever? Like, I don't know. Hold on. I don't want to be disrespectful to the OGs. Yeah, but I know maybe in my lifetime.
Yeah. You know, so
shit. So yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, and I'm sure it'll be a great fight. Like I said, it'll be if Monster does it, then Monster at least has his legacy fight, and then say, hey, you know, I knocked out the great Nonito Donaire. And of course, if Donaire does this, obviously he'll take a 0. And probably had stamped himself. It will obviously stamp himself more into the Hall of Fame.
Right. Yeah, Donaire's already a Hall of Famer to me. Like, fuck all this other shit. But if he was to get a win over the Monster,
yeah,
bruh, like he's like top 100 now. Yeah. Like. That boosts him up, bro. Like, really?
Yeah, like that would put Donaire back in the top 10 for pound, because he hadn't really been there for me in a while. You know,
not since the Rigondeaux fight. So yeah, he gets that. He's pound for pound top 10, no doubt. Like,
yeah, for sure.
And he has enough of a resurgence where he could jump on there. Whereas like a guy like J-Rock, he's not going to get pound for pound top 10 off of the Herd win, although I think he should be like top 12 or something.
Yeah, I mean, he'll have to get a couple more significant victories for that to really happen.
Yeah,
like
Daenerys is so different. So
right.
Well,
Daenerys is a tournament where he's actually been able to knock off he already knocked off an undefeated champion, and knocking off 2 undefeated champions in this tournament is huge, and unified will be huge for him. So yeah, definitely definitely looking forward to that fight. I mean, like I said, it's Rodriguez fight to lose. I mean, Rodriguez is going to have to find some way not to get lit up by Monster's body punching, which is elite. I mean,
any punching, really.
Like
body punching, like dude throws every punch with deadly concussive force, like
right. Like like I said, I mean,
he'll hurt you.
I mean, he knocked out 2 highly rated Bantams in 1 round. You don't see that too often. Like, it's ridiculous. So I mean, Rodriguez is gonna have to find some way. He's gonna have to have something to make sure that either he has to smother Monster enough, or try to get off first. I don't remember what the reach from Rodriguez is. I don't know if it's longer than Monsters or not or whatever. But he's probably gonna have to play the distance game with him. Because Monster can fight on the inside too, unfortunately.
I like Monster. You just gotta be able to do everything, and you gotta be consistent with everything. You can't sleep. Your defense gotta be fire, offense, everything gotta be on point. Like, you can't sleep. You can't sleep on the outside, can't sleep on the inside, mid range. You're going against a guy with so many weapons. You just can't sleep.
Yeah. And if you do, you're gonna go to sleep.
Yeah. If you sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the tagline for his fight. If you sleep, you sleep. That's just a wrap. You don't lose focus in a damn monster fight.
Hell no.
I don't care if you fighting a monster in real life or the boxer who they call the monster. Yeah. You got to be alert.
Exactly. So I mean, next weekend's fights, next weekend's cards, I mean, I'm looking forward to the zone will probably provide like either the fight of the year or a knockout of the year. I don't know, but like I said, the Showtime card isn't really a slouch, but it just has to make sure that something delivers on there, at least in action, for us not to talk bad about it the following week. So that's our preview, and that's our recap, and basically our show for today. Obviously, the next time we'll probably reconvene. You'll probably be on some non-boxing stuff. We have review Tech Nine's album, as well as if possible, talk about the Wu documentary. Wu-Tang of Mics and Men. So both things obviously will be some good conversation and all that. So LB, final thoughts?
I'm just looking forward to some excellent boxing matchups this weekend. Hopefully we get some upsets. Hopefully some dominant performances. Hopefully no scorecard judge fuckery, no ref fuckery, just good clean fades. And that's it. I said hopefully we get some upsets. With Brazil Wilder, I would love to see the heavyweight division get shook up right now.
Yeah, it'll get crazy shook up. Because like I said, if that gets shook up, then we will get a unification from somebody.
You saw junior middleweight got shook up, so and you can still it can still happen there. But with heavyweight, we'll just me and Pat, we'll get on the show and we'll just be real smug as fuck on some we told you about those boxing skills and. Niggas gonna be drinking with the pinky out and shit. So, that's all it is. Y'all make sure y'all hit up ringgangradio.com. The Patreon, all that shit. The Instagram, Twitter, all that shit. You know what it do. Gawd Artist album is out, available on streaming networks, platforms, all of that bullshit. And that's what it do, man. Boxing, for the culture, nigga.
Yeah, exactly. And then my final thoughts are too, obviously this week we lost 2 members of the boxing community, back to back. The first one will be Smoking Burt Cooper, who we all, if you watched Burt Cooper in the later half of the 80s and the 90s, was a journeyman, but wasn't, he was, you probably call him a gatekeeper at times, because he gave Evander Holyfield his first knockdown and almost came close to knocking him out, and almost came close to knocking out Michael Moore.
Great fight at heavyweight. Y'all check that out.
Yeah. So, and then he succumbed at the age of 53 to pancreatic cancer. It's sad. And then we have one of the voices of HBO boxing, Harold Letterman. Of course, obviously he was the unofficial judge. Now everyone knows. Watching the HBO card, it's always you always hear the voice. Jim, I gotta tell you, I have Boxing One up 30-27. You're gonna miss that type of you're gonna miss stuff like that. I know in his last couple of telecasts that he sounded a little weaker, but I just thought, hey, it's just old age. I didn't know it was cancer, which is what he succumbed to. So rest in peace to both, man. Mr.
Enthusiastic. That's the thing. Even when he got older, he still kept that energy. So that's credit to his career. Real shit.
Yeah, and like, so thank you for the memories. Especially those boxing memories, man. So yeah, that's a show. For myself, Patscorpio, the New England representative, for my man LB, Lauderdale boss, the Gawd Artist. We out of here. Peace.